Alright, welcome back to our lesson. So we are going to continue at where we ended. In the previous lesson, I was saying something about the CSS style sheet. So as I made mention, in Dreamweaver, you are not to give it a description. You just have to draw your layout by using the code, the command buttons. So immediately you finish drawing, automatically the Dreamweaver will generate the CSS code for it. So there is no need for you to type in all these codes at the back of the website. So the Dreamweaver gives you a sample tool to use to draw. So that is why you have the design, you have the split and the code. So now we've created our layouts for the website. So these are the layout that you are going to use for the website. So I made mention that this top will be the title or the logo. So I'll give it title so that you may understand it well. So we have title class, title or title into bracket company name. So I'll make it like that. Company name here. So this place will be for that. So all that I have to do is you can edit it. So if I highlight it, I'll just have to center it. Then I can increase the size over here. Increase the size over here, you can see. So immediately you choose the size, you have a style different. Then if you want to make changes to the CSS panel, you can do that, but I don't need that one now. So I have my default settings. So if I want the title to have a different style, we just have to choose it from this angle. So we have three compiled styles together. So whichever you choose, you can use it to develop your website. Now I have the bold here, I have the italic, so whatever that I want to set, I can still do it. So this is my tools that I can use to edit my text. Then I have the format over here. The format, as usual, just like the HTML when we are using the Visual Studio Code, you can see that we have the H1 up to H6. So I have the same thing over here. So there's no need for that option because I've chosen the size here. So I'm not going to use anyone. Now we have something over here that says link. So let's assume that whenever the person would click at the title, which is the logo or the name, you just have to repeat opening the home. Right. So if you want to link it, you have access to do that. So this is our linking area. So I just have to use this. I have the browse and the point file. So point file, I just have to export the group panel. So immediately I click on the group panel area, I'll have my index over here. So I'll just have to drag this to the index.html. You can see immediately I put it on it, you have it over here. So immediately I leave it, I will find this here. Then you can see that the link text has also changed, so I have to choose a different color for it. So I will choose this color for the text. So I'm done with the title. Every website, the first name or the company logo is linked to a certain thing. So when it comes here, you will see use parent. Parent means the index. That means that you should not open it into and you shouldn't open a new browser. You should give it the same browser bar with the same settings and every stuff. So after that, you have the other settings to do it. So I'm done with the title. I have everything here. So now let's come to navigation. Let me have the group panel. Now I've come to the navigation area, which is the buttons. So what are the names that I'm going to use? I'm going to use home. I'm going to use about us, contact. I'm going to use services. I'm going to use services. Then training and branches. So if you do have uh, let me remove it and make it collapse. So ICT club, there are so many clubs that you can join to have access to a club. So assuming these are my navigation buttons that I'm going to use for the website. So all that I have to do is just position them and link them to the pages. So I'll just have to highlight it, center it as usual. If I don't want to center it, I can put it at the left side or the right side, but definitely it should be at the center. So I'll just put it at the center. Now what did I do that makes this sense? Now if you want to move the buttons downward, what you have to do is just press your press shift key and press enter. Your list will move downward. So what am I going to do? The next one is about what? If you want to make editing, you can just choose your editing style. So I'm done with the navigation buttons. Now in this portion, what am I going to insert over here? Is it going to be a text, or this place will be the text, the information area? So let me go for a document that I can use in this website. So I'll just explore document settings. Let me search for a document. Let's search for document. So I'll just choose this one. Computer literacy topics. Okay, this one. I don't need this one. Let me go for this. Creating a table with the range A1 to A2. So yes. So I think I'll be using this one. So all that I have to do is just copy it. Just copy the content and or the text. So after copying the text, I will just come back to where I want to paste it. Then I will choose paste. So immediately I click on paste, I will have my text inserted. So this is where I will need my document to be. So I will just post it. Then this angle, what am I going to insert over there? Am I going to insert an image or whatever? So if I'm going to insert image, what do I have to do? I have to go in for an image where I will have where I can get. So let me go for insert. So if I go to insert, I have image and image object. So image object, I will use this one, image folder. So the image, I will just type image. Then the size doesn't matter. So I just have to choose, click OK. Then I will expand it to this angle. So immediately I expand it, I will have access to it where I can move it or I can't move it. So to move it or to insert the image, I just have to come down here, have source. So put it in your mind that whatever you insert in Dreamweaver, you have a properties of it. So the property gives you access to what to locate the image. So immediately I click, it will open my website folder for me, but you can see that the website folder doesn't have an image folder, so I'll just have to go for a new, then create image folder for it. to my end. Now I'm done with the image, so let me go back and copy an image into it. So I will just locate an image from my system. So I'm going to choose this images. So I'm going to use this images to my website, desktop, web page. I have an image. I'll post it here. So I've pasted the image over here. So I'm done with the images. The sizes doesn't matter. Later on, I will teach you how to reduce the sizes. So I'll go back to my Dreamweaver site. Then I'll click on the image folder. Then choose the folder again. So I'll just double click and select the image that I want to use. So immediately I click OK, the image will be what squeezed in it. And you can see that the image has what expanded into the other side. So all that I have to do is just reduce the size of the image. So I'm going to give it 200, 155. Then I'll hit enter. So I'll have it in this format. So all that I have to do is just have to expand it. If I want it to be bigger, with the side I'll expand it to bigger. So this is how we insert the image. Now after the image, we have the conclusion. This place will be where you'll be typing your copyright. So the copyright 2020 IBB Center for Computer Studies. So this means that this website is owned by IBB Center for Computer Studies. So I'll also locate it to the center. Then I'll hit my shift plus enter to move the text to it. So I'm going to save it and go straight to the browser and see what we have done so far. So this is our website when we're using Dreamweaver. It's very simple. But here's the case: when you're using the Visual Studio coding, you will have your website content typed. So in Dreamweaver is very simple. It gives you access to insert anything by copy and paste. There's no need for you to type in the code. Now let's go back and see what the code looks like. So when you come to the coding section, you will find it over here. So I'll just start from the top where we have the text. So this is the CSS for the text heading. This is the text for the heading. So when you come here, we have the div table 2, where I just inserted the question tag and the list. If you can see in Visual Studio Code, we learned something about listing on ordered list and other list. So this is an order list giving you bulletin style. So this is an example of it. Now when you come to the next one, which is the div 3, that is the CSID. The div ID 3 gives you access of what image. So this is the image source. Then the name of the image, I typed image, I give it the size and stuff. So this is the image. Then when it comes to the 4, which is the heading, that is the navigations. So I have this. Sorry, this is the title for the web. So I have it here. Then I have my div 5 for the buttons. So this is the button. Then the copyright is a div 6. So this is how a Dreamweaver works. We'll be continuing in the other video, so you just have to go through step by step. I'm not going to give you so right now we've done with the index, which is our first page. So when you come to the browser too, you can see we have the page designed nicely. So this is how Dreamweaver works. Dreamweaver works in this order. So if you have any question, you can bring it out and we will sort things out. So this is how the web